Today, going on to the cultural part of the podcast, you have Vivek and Trump's speech highlight on the border, inflation, and the deep state going viral. Now, this is on Vivek's personal X Twitter profile account, and he has a quick little speech to Trump. And without further ado, I believe his text is just a carbon copy of the actual speech, and truth be told, his voice is a heck of a lot better than mine, so without further ado, I'll go ahead and play that really quick.
If you want to seal the border, vote Trump. If you want to restore law and order in this country, vote Trump. If you want to defeat the deep state, vote Trump. If you want to fight inflation, vote Trump. If you want to revive national pride in this country, vote Trump. If you want to revive our national identity in this country, vote Trump. If you want to make America great again, vote Trump. That's how we're going to win this in a landslide in November, like Reagan delivered in 1980. If you want...
And as youth may say, it went viral, to say the least, getting over 2.1 million views in the first 48 hours of posting, as well as 98,000 likes, which is, again, one of the most liked things Vivek has done in about a year. Now, again, I think those are all really effective points, especially for the campaign, because, again, you're looking at some of these polls, some of the top things Americans are prioritizing in the upcoming election is immigration, the wall, or lack thereof a wall, as specifically the illegal immigration flooding the United States, the security concerns around that, the economic concerns around that, as well as inflation. So those are all the top points and all the top things that people are starting to talk around over the water cooler about, and that people are going to take into account when they're voting in the upcoming presidential election. And I think, granted, those are a lot of bullet points. I'm one of those people where, again, in order to actually solve problems, you do have to be more elaborate and talk about more details. But for political messaging, usually you want to keep it shorter and better. Granted, again, this is a preamble to a long political speech, but I think it's pretty compelling. Now, going to the top comments, you have Paul Zupa saying, quote, "Very well said, Vivek. The solution is simple. Vote Trump. He will do the exact opposite of what Joe Biden has done, and only that will save America." Unquote, getting 1.7 thousand likes. Now, we do have our favorite leftist. Now, no, I don't really like this person, but I do follow this person on X Twitter, so we get some contrarian statements, and life gets a little bit boring if you're in an echo chamber, and this person is very much far left. Now, Luke chimed in, again, this is Luke Zaleski, and he said he's famous for his point of pride that he pins on his profile is writing an article for GQ where he talks about how it's bad for boys to play football, which kind of tells you everything you need to know about him. He says, quote, "Deals with devils Vivek, this will not end well for America or anyone who attaches themselves to Trump, just like it never does. Think Pence, what are his career prospects?" I'm quoting 150 likes. Well, it's still being a mentally vacuous statement. Many people, or specifically 100 people, did like it. Granted, 20 people respond. I can't but wonder, did he get ratioed? We'll dive in and actually examine that really quick. And he says, anyone who attaches themselves to Trump, think Pence. Well, I mean, Pence, truly told, I don't even know what he was really famous for. I know he was the governor, I think, of Indiana, but I don't really think he has any. He's older in age, but I don't know what his long-term career track is. And if anything, Trump helped increase his popularity because he famously wrote a book that then shilled it on CNN, which increased his wealth because obviously book sales and interviews. So I don't think it's actually negative for Pence to be VP. It's a huge career highlight. Very, very few people in history get to say that they actually served in that opportunity. So I don't think it's actually bad. Now, one of the first responses to Luke comes from Donna Coy, saying Mike made his own choices, or Mike Pence made his own choices. Kimberly Andrews said, "I don't trust Vivek. I never had. He is deep with Soros and at least Trump, stay away from him." Unquote, getting 0 likes. You also have, scroll down a little bit more. I was going to say, I guess I need to upgrade to the double XY Banana Falcon level of premium support on X Twitter. Because I got the little blue check mark, and I thought I was supposed to eliminate all the ads, but I still see a couple ads here. Yeah, Samantha Lee simply said Pence did it to himself, getting 1 like. Let's see. Tirwaya says, quote, "Trump made poor choices for the first time around when he was a novice at the political game. This time he won't. Pence would never had any political career prospects if Trump didn't pick him for VP. Most people didn't even know or hear about him." Unquote, getting 3 likes, which, yeah, I can't help but think, and people in Indiana probably knew him, but yeah, he was, when he chose Mike Pence, a lot of people were wondering, who the heck is he? So if anything, it increased his popularity for sure. Let's see. San Diego says, remember record low unemployment for people of color and females, a bustling economy, crime was penalized, ubiquitous support for law enforcement, border security, and law and order. All your libs care about is spending my tax dollars on Ukraine and printing money like toilet paper, unquote. Getting 3 likes. Although, I mean, Ukraine definitely needs more money. We've only spent $200 billion between cash as well as physical arms, armament, and all that stuff. It's actually funding their pensions and small businesses, their retirement plans, the cigarettes, pretty much everything. And a lot of it's going missing. Who would have thought sending all that money with zero accountability and money would just walk away and disappear? Ah, yes, anyone with a modicum of intelligence or historic knowledge of Ukraine, where, again, for decades, even CNN and Wall Street Post, Washington, all these, everyone was very much concise, saying it was one of the most corrupt places on the planet. Now, going back to the actual most responses, again, those are Luke Zaleski's, people responding to Luke Zaleski. Going back to the main comment section from Vivek, let's see here. Scrolling down, we have DV saying, quote, and if Trump wants these things to happen, Vivek for VP. Getting 1.1 thousand likes. Let's see here. News Nomad says VP Energy right here, and it's a clip of Vivek speaking, getting 210 likes. Sassafras84 says, quote, I want American lives to matter again. Joe and the Democrats are allowing an invasion that is killing us. I want law and order back. I want deportations. I want a closed border. I want a president who cares about us and puts us first, unquote. Getting 1,000 likes, which is, yeah, in terms of the government resource allocation, I believe New York is giving illegal immigrants about $10,000. I think that's a lifetime, but they're giving them gift cards, hotels, 3 warm meals a day. And yet there are homeless veterans in the United States, which, again, shows the government priorities and is not you or I. Scrolling down, you have Patriot 911 saying, tonight will be the end of Nikki Haley's career. And yes, it was, getting 468 likes. Let's see here. Califor Flex says, well, I think Vivek hinted at Vice yesterday. Vivek would make a great VP. If you agree, give a fellow patriot a follow for immediate follow back, and 124 likes. James Jeanette says, Trump Vivek 2024, let's return America to her former glory, unquote, getting 529 likes. Let's see here. Not Jerome Powell says, quote, if you want to keep my beautiful printing billions flowing, vote Trump. Unquote, getting 127 likes. So we do have a couple contrarian statements brewing to the surface. Let's see here. Walker says, quote, is Trump going to end the Fed or just appoint Jerome Powell again and print trillions of dollars out of thin air? Getting 299 likes. Scrolling down more and more. Chano Bison says, quote, exactly, Biden opened the border wide open with your tax dollars. He wants to turn them into voters, unquote, getting 41 likes, which there are many politicians are already saying that they should be able to turn them into U.S. military voluntary employees. It's a nice way of saying they're going to want to have illegal immigrants in the U.S. military in order to give them a pathway to citizenship. Which, again, if you don't know the founding fathers or the documents or the morals and values of our country and just immediately join the military, that could, as the left like to they love the word, that could be problematic, unquote. Got another contrarian, Majortor 999 says, quote, why didn't he do these things when he was in the first time? I'm quoting 198 likes, which, yeah, my 2 cents or my 3 cents, it used to be 2 cents, but 40-year hyperinflation thanks to our government, got charged 3 cents. Though, it is still free to click the subscribe button. My theory is that Trump trusted way too many people in government to actually do what he told them, and he wasn't aggressive enough. And truth be told, they lied to him a lot. I mean, Trump wanted to get all the U.S. soldiers out of Syria, and the military lied to him. They said, oh yeah, well, we did that. The troops are out. They never left. And even under oath, a couple of years later, the generals admitted, yeah, we lied to the president, and they had zero ramifications, basically. Which also shows you, their government priorities and who is actually punished and held accountable. Do 1 or 2 more here. Let's see here. Albert Latham simply says, Vivek, very definition of high energy. I'm getting 10 likes and hundreds of comments getting between 0 and 10 likes talking about Vivek's energy. So again, it'll be interesting to see. There's all the speculation on who's going to be named VP. He certainly has that type of energy, and he certainly is able to promulgate a lot of the ideals of the founding fathers. And more importantly, he actually kind of spells out and gives you steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, or A, B, C, D, and how he would achieve what he wants to achieve. Which, again, I think one of the reasons, one of the many reasons why politicians actually don't get things done is they don't know how, and they don't know the methodologies or things required to actually follow through. So it'll be interesting to see, but again, went extremely viral, and even though he's not officially running anymore, Vivek dropped out for the Republican nominee to be for the presidential election. It's interesting he's still continuing to stay very active in politics. It'll be interesting to see what the future is for his political career. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, we're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Sharing it also does help with the manageable YouTube algorithms. Also, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.